Welcome. What is the role of milk from 6 to 12 months? While it's very exciting to get started with solid foods, it's also important to remember that milk is still their most important source of nutrition for quite some time. Don't worry if your baby is slower to accept solids. Everyone will get there in the end. As you get started on solids, the milk feeds should remain exactly as they are. We want the solids to be additional calories, not displacement calories. To start with, you will offer milk feeds as normal, and after a short break, you can offer solids. The role of milk from 6 to 8 months. Babies should still be getting around 75% of their energy needs or calories from their milk feeds. It is likely they will be having 1 solid meal per day, increasing to 2 towards the upper age limit here, and that milk will remain at very similar levels as before. Offer milk before solids to ensure that it is still their priority food. If babies' stomachs are filled with nutritionally poorer foods, they will take in less milk and their overall diet and health will be inferior. The role of milk from 9 to 11 months. By 9 months, most babies will be on 2 to 3 solid meals per day. At this age, you can start to offer solids before their milk feeds, milk essentially becoming the dessert to a solid meal. An average baby will still be getting around 55% of their calories from milk at this age. At this point, there is some divergence between the role of milk for breastfed and formula-fed babies. For breastfed babies, breast milk isn't merely calories. It is also a major provider of proteins, vitamins, minerals, essential fatty acids, protective factors, and so it continues to have value for as long as you wish to provide it. You can continue to feed on demand if you wish and offer breast milk in addition to solid meal times. If you prefer a more scheduled approach, or you're looking to cut back on breastfeeding, you can start to introduce snacks between meals that are also solids. Snacks should be viewed as mini meals, rather than the traditional understanding of snack food. For example, you might drop the mid-morning feed and replace it with a healthy snack. For formula-fed babies, once your baby is a year old, solid foods are the superior nutritional choice over formula, and so the 9 to 11 month window is the time to start actively managing down the milk feeds. At 9 months, assuming they're on 3 meals a day, you can start to slowly replace other milk feeds with snacks. So, if they were on 4 milk feeds in addition to their solids, you could drop one and introduce a snack. Then, a few weeks later, drop another feed and replace with a snack. Keep doing this until they are a year old and they are no longer having milk feeds. The role of milk from 12 months. The role that milk plays for your baby is very different depending on how you've been giving milk feeds and what your personal goals are. Looking at a few common scenarios. If you are happily breastfeeding, in the 2nd year of life, breast milk can still provide up to 40% of your baby's energy and nutritional needs. So, if you are happy to keep breastfeeding on demand, there is no reason to change anything. Your child will likely have just the 3 solid meals per day rather than any additional snacks. The World Health Organization recommends breastfeeding for at least 2 years and for as long as mum and child are happy to continue. From here on in, your breastfeeding relationship is unique and yours to design. You can have several feeds per day, on-demand feeding day and night, scheduled feeds. Do whatever works for your family. If you are breastfeeding but looking to stop, well done for making it to a year. That's a huge achievement. At this age, if you want to stop breastfeeding, then you can simply start to replace milk feeds with solids. There is no value in introducing a bottle at this age, or even milk feeds in a cup. Your baby may love their current milk feeds, but it's usually the delivery system rather than the milk itself that they're bonded to. For your own breast health, make sure you cut down slowly so that you aren't engorged. And for your baby, make sure they are having plenty of water to drink so they don't get constipated or dehydrated. If you are formula feeding, once your baby reaches a year of age, there is no nutritional need for them to continue to have milk feeds. If your child enjoys drinking milk, they can move to full-fat cow's milk at this age. Formula is unnecessary and growing up milks aren't a great nutritional choice. If they do still want to drink milk, dentists recommend moving away from a bottle and towards a free-flowing cup instead. Continued bottle use over the age of 1 carries with it the increased risk of dental caries. So, to recap, during the 6 to 12 month period, milk remains the most important source of nutrition for babies, with solid foods being introduced gradually as additional calories. From 6 to 8 months, babies should get about 75% of their calories from milk, with 1 to 2 solid meals per day. From 9 to 11 months, babies can have 2 to 3 solid meals per day, and milk can be introduced after solid meals. For breastfed babies, breast milk continues to provide important nutrients and can be offered alongside solid meals. For formula-fed babies, solid foods are the superior choice after a year of age, and milk feed should be gradually replaced with snacks. After a year, the role of milk varies depending on breastfeeding status and personal goals. Breast milk can still provide up to 40% of a baby's energy and nutritional needs in the second year of life, and formula feeding can be replaced with full-fat cow's milk in a cup.